Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. From wherever you are right now, welcome to Nourish Yourself with Willy Wellness. I'm your host, Willy Wellness, and this is Wanda, my right hand, who will be accompanying us during all the episodes.
Hi Willy lovers! Today we will learn how to be healthier in terms of eating habits by having a nutritious diet with all food groups from the healthy eating plate. Before we start, what's a healthy eating plate? If you don't know, don't worry, our special guest, Dr. Wenceslao, will tell us all about it.
The healthy eating plate, according to the official Mexican norm, is a feeding guide for the promotion and education of the healthy consumption of foods. It establishes criteria for the nutritive orientation that consists in a graphic which represents and summarizes these criteria, facilitate the identification of the three food groups, the combination and variation of food, the selection of daily menus with the three good groups, and the energy supply and nutrients through the correct eating habits.
Thank you, Dr. Wenceslao, for your amazing and wonderful explanation. Well, now that we know what the plate of good eating is, I'll ask you two questions. How many meals do you eat a day? Do your meals contain food from all three food groups? If in the first question you answer 3, let me tell you that you have been decided, because the correct answer is 5 meals a day, which are breakfast, lunch, dinner, and 2 snacks. If you answer yes to the second question, I congratulate you. You are a healthy person. But if you answer no, I recommend you continue listening to this podcast. Now that we know what the 5 daily meals are, we are going to see them in more depth with Dr. Wenceslao.
Eating 5 times a day helps prevent diseases, even though it might not seem like it. Snacks are just as important as other meals because if we go more than 4 hours without eating, the flow of glucose is affected, and glucose is a substance of where our body draws energy. So eating mid-morning and mid-afternoon will prevent our body from having glucose drops, thus avoiding binge eating and lunch and dinner, and keeping our energy high throughout the day. Although meals should be given at certain times of the day, each person's daily routine can make them vary. However, the most important thing is not so much the time or what we eat each meal, but the quality and quantity of it.
But doctor, I only need to eat 5 times a day and I'll be healthy?
No, the benefits of eating 5 times a day don't just come from simply increasing the number of times we eat. For this to be beneficial for our body, we must take care of the quality and quantity of what we eat. It will not do any good to eat 5 times a day if in each meal we eat products high in fat, sugar, or sodium. Similarly, the idea behind the 5 daily serving is to divide the total amount of food into smaller portions. So, if we eat portions as big as if we had 3 meals, the total result is going to be that we will end up eating more.
So, eating whatever but in small amounts spread over 5 meals a day is all I need to eat healthy? Wanda, but what are you saying? It is clear that not everything you eat, even in small amounts, is healthy, right, doctor?
In fact, Willy, there are certain foods that are not healthy and we should mostly avoid them, such as sausages, butter, fast foods, industrial drinks such as sodas or soft drinks, products that include dairy fat or cream, foods that contain a high content of dyes, and last but not least are foods with a high content of added sugar. Since if you consume these in large quantities, you can develop diseases such as obesity, overweight, and some types of cancer.
So, I will have to sweeten my coffee with brown sugar to be healthier?
No, that is a myth, since both sugars have calories and could affect health to the same extent. Speaking of meats, let me tell you the truth about some. For example, the myth that fruits are just as healthy as vegetables. It is false. Vegetables are much healthier. There is also the myth that olive oil is lower in calories. It is wrong because all oils have the same calories, but Olive oil is the healthiest. And finally, the myth of avoiding consuming fats at all costs is a lie, since fats are only harmful if consumed in excess.
Thank you very much for everything, Dr. Wenceslao. I have learned new things today, and I am glad to know that I can continue sweetening my coffee with white sugar. However, I am also going to implement all the advice you mentioned. With all this new information, we can conclude that it is necessary to follow all these eating habits to have a healthy life and not be in danger of diseases and have more hope of a long and happy life. Goodbye, Willy lovers. See you in the next episode.